got to tell you, I loved the interview with Jamie Rome. I wish we could talk to that guy even longer because what a smart man. He's so smart. And he answered the questions that people want to know. Am I going to see storm surge in Tampa Bay? Not as much, but still maybe 4 to 6 feet. What's going to happen in southern Sarasota County and south of that? Tremendous storm surge is possible. Up to 12 feet is possible. So we are not out of the woods. No one is yet out of the woods completely. And the one thing he mentioned, which was really important, the northwest side of the storm, even though we may miss the surge in that area, you know, 8 to 16 plus inches of rain, not out of the question. We're going to show you the wobble tracker now. This is something that we have here at News Channel 8 that can help us in real time see if, in fact, the storm is following the track from the National Hurricane Center. So as I zoom in right here, you'll see that it's been taking the wobbles. We are able to pick up all of the wobbles here, but each wobble, when you average it out, it tends to be taking kind of a straight track. So it is on course right now. Notice right here, this blue line is where the storm is headed. So we'll be able to tell you, oh, it's going just east of the track. It's going just west of the track. That'll allow us to alert you ahead of time if, in fact, this storm deflects and it heads in a different direction, and we can give you that warning. All right, looking at Max Defender 8 radar right now. Take a look down here. See these red boxes? 1, 2, 3. Those are all tornado warnings that are in effect right now. So this system is producing a lot of tornadoes. And usually systems that come on shore and produce tornadoes, they continue that trend as they move north. We have a tornado watch out for the southern half of the state. That is likely going to move north tonight and especially during the day tomorrow. Tornadoes will be a problem with this system. Taking a look at the radar, also what you notice is, look at this. Over the past couple of frames, look at the lightning near the center. The storm is going through an eye wall replacement cycle. At the same time, thunderstorms are getting big on the north side. This is an indication of intensification. That lightning means that we have overshooting tops, meaning the thunderstorms are growing very rapidly vertically in the atmosphere, adding and injecting more energy into the atmosphere. Also, what we have here is the upper level flow. So this is diving south, but it's not enough to add wind shear to the system yet because it's not going to move far enough north. What it is doing is this upper level flow is kind of acting like a chimney above a house and allowing the air to evacuate. By doing so, it can pull more energy out of the bottom and feed it upward. And so you can see the result of that is the strengthening hurricane on the southwest coast of Florida to the south of Tampa. So this is what we're concerned about. The storm could be a Cat 4 when it makes landfall. And there it is. That is the official forecast track from the National Hurricane Center. Almost making landfall the middle to the late part of the afternoon tomorrow as a Cat 4. And again, don't concentrate on the center. It could be slightly further north or slightly further south. But right now, the center, at least, is in southern Sarasota County. And by the way, the wind field here is about 70 miles in diameter. That's how big the hurricane force winds are in diameter. The storm moves inland, and it still has hurricane force winds when it crosses over our inland counties, places like Polk County and Hardy County. How strong will those winds be? You can see those winds gusting up to 100 miles an hour in Englewood, and this as early as 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And notice as we head through, here we are at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, winds gusting to around 130 miles an hour in Englewood, 95 miles an hour in Sarasota, gusts up to nearly 80 miles an hour, very far away from the center in places like St. Petersburg. Not out of the question that we're going to see those hurricane force wind gusts as far north as right about there, as you can see. Even Tampa is going to be real close to that. Then the system continues to move inland. Look at this. I keep mentioning that the western side of the system is the stronger side of the system. Look at that wind gust in Englewood. On the west side of the system, as it's weakening, just to give you an idea. Now, these numbers are not exact. It just gives you an idea of how strong the winds could potentially be. Wauchula, your winds are gusting close to 90 miles an hour. Arcadia, your winds are gusting over 100 miles an hour. This is tomorrow evening. That's when it's at its worst. And then the system continues to move inland, and these winds really start to ramp up in Polk County, winds gusting to 75, maybe 80 miles an hour as the storm begins to move out. So the worst of the wind is from Tampa Bay south and east. However, the worst of the rainfall, that's on the northwestern side as well, and this expands even further north. So here we are tomorrow afternoon, and right across the Bay Area, we have frequent squally weather moving through, very heavy downpours, and also tornadoes. There will be tornadoes with this system. There it goes, making landfall. Look at how heavy the rain is on the north end and the west end of this storm. So several inches of rain, and it's not moving very fast. So in total, and look at it, here we are Thursday morning, still pouring across inland portions of the area. And so in terms of how much rain we're going to see, well, look at that swath right there. Will you see the pink?
That's as much as 16 inches of rain. But, you know, even Tampa is near 10 inches of rain. The heaviest rain goes over inland Manatee County, straight through Polk County, and straight towards Orlando. Some places may get as much as 20 inches of rainfall. Storm surge is still going to be an issue, mainly to the south of Tampa Bay, and that's because of the counterclockwise flow. Wind is pushed onshore in places like Boca Grande, Port Charlotte, maybe as far north as Venice, and perhaps even Sarasota, depending upon the track. But it's pushed out of Tampa Bay. So Tampa Bay is still going to see some storm surge, but not nearly as much as they could have seen. So I'll end with this kind of a county-by-county view of where the worst storm surge is going to be. This right here, again, this is likely to be up to 12 feet in some places. But you get north into northern part of Sarasota County, now we're only looking at 3, 4, maybe 5 feet of storm surge. And it's even less than that now in Tampa Bay, down to around 3 to 4 feet of storm surge there in Tampa Bay. And across Pinellas County, not too much north on the Nature Coast. Could still see 3 to 4 feet of storm surge right there. All right, that's a look at your weather forecast. Of course, we'll be watching it very closely all through the night.